All right, ready for some more Battle of Shanghai War Gaming. One more thing about that win last night. I don't. I can't win if I watch the game. Right? If I as soon as I turn on a game or something, I don't know. It's like Moneyball. It's like that Billy Bean. Or as soon as he watched the game and went to the game, he could never go to the games because his team would lose. And I'm telling you, that is exactly the same way it is with me. Now, another thing you might have listened if you listened to my video earlier on fantasy and sports, is that I am turned off by all professional sports. I will never watch it. I won't watch football no more. Will not watch baseball. I mean, they lost it. I don't just woke stuff and nah. I don't know how. We won't get too political on the channel, but no, it's not for me. But like I said, I will take advantage of them and take their money. So didn't watch any of that Field of Dreams. I wouldn't call it crap. I mean, I'm sure it's nice, and I used to play baseball. I'm a big baseball fan. Used to be. Now they got these double headers where they're only playing 7 innings, and these. I mean, the game has just changed for the worst, all around. And it's almost to the point where I don't really. The only sport I might watch, used to watch, is Red Zone, and that was NFL Red Zone, and that was again for fantasy purposes, but don't really have it. I'm here in we're here in St. Louis, and I think when we lost the Rams, I used to listen to a sports station was part of my routine in the morning. But after we lost the Rams and stuff, they started. I mean, when you have a hockey team and a baseball team, that's about it's hard to fill time. So they started filling in with their little sports guys talking politics and stuff, and just just rambling. And I don't know. I just got off of it. Don't even listen to that anymore. So as far as sports goes, I don't patronize it at all. And like I said, that's why I set my alarm. Is I get those little beeps in the morning, and sometimes in the mornings when you don't get a beep, you're like looking at your phone. What's wrong here? So it's good to have those little rings or alerts on a regular basis. But like I said, it don't happen often. Uh, I don't win like that. It's might have been a month or so since I've won like that before. But it is nice to get them every couple months or so, a few months. Like I said, if you ain't bringing in some kind of, the key thing is to have house money. You don't want to ever put your own money. If you're putting your own money into these sites, you're doing something wrong. So it's nice to win a nice little pot and take some out and have what I call house money, using other people's money or the house what it gave you to win. So we'll be honest, maybe some bigger, better things. If I ain't playing war games, you can ask my girlfriend. I'm studying for fantasy baseball or for fantasy sports, daily fantasy, and I'm telling you, it's fun. I'm a numbers cruncher. I like getting information, and in fantasy, you gotta have. Here's some of the information you want to know. You want to know the batter's history, and baseball is the hardest because it's hard for. You got to sit and think of an average out of 10 pitches. If a guy hits 3 or 4 of them, he's doing good. So it's hard to predict that at all. Basketball is easier to predict. Baseball is kind of hard, but when you do, you're looking at how he does against the pitcher, how he does against left-handers, right-handers. What's the air density that day? Is the wind blowing out, blowing in? Has he been hot? There's so much stuff you can do. So if you can get a set of criteria and follow that, and even then, it's not going to be on. When you play these games, you got to make one team for if they win the game, and if all your criteria goes right. Then on the other hand, it could always go wrong because on any given Sunday, so if everybody's picking this one pitcher to do good, you always want to have one team when you pick the other pitcher because number one, he's going to be low owned, and I don't know how many times these teams do the opposite of what they say they're going to do. All right, that's my rant on fantasy sports. Be back. And the web is full of advice with these games. This is just one site. Here's another one. Hold on a second. Here's another one. And they all cost money. I mean, this stuff, content here is for free. And this will help. I mean, believe me, don't go into this by yourself and just randomly do it. You got to study, you got to kind of become an expert. But yeah, the world is full of it. If you can make yourself cut yourself out and stand up in the pack, you're doing good. But we'll be back.